my number is about money also. I think where it starts is in my family, in my home. When I was young, education was kind of what our family, what my parents decided was going to be our focus, kind of our ticket out. My father didn't graduate from high school, and my mom was a high school graduate, both really, really hardworking. And I actually didn't go to public school my whole life. I went to a small Catholic school for grade school, and then we had the opportunity to go to for high school. And I remember my parents telling me really early that I needed to focus on my books and I needed to get a good education so that I could grow up and make more money and not struggle the way that they struggled, the way that we struggled. So with the combination of my mom working 2 jobs and some support from the Catholic Church and some support from a neighborhood organization, I was able to go to. So my parents worked really hard and paid tuition. And I just remember hearing constantly that it was going to pay off. It was always going to pay off because education was going to get me to a new spot. And I remember telling myself that. And that was kind of as a social environment, was really isolating. I left most of my friends that I grew up with. So it became this like really competitive, really focused, like achieve mentality. And I did pretty well. I did pretty well in my ACT. I did pretty well in my standardized test scores. So I had folks that kind of continuously tell me this message, teachers and counselors, that I needed to push forward. And so my senior year, I actually got a scholarship to go to school in Memphis, Tennessee. I got an academic scholarship and a chance to play baseball, which is what I wanted to do. And I went down there and was just kind of hit with this like really conservative environment. And I started to ask myself questions like, yo, is this education thing gonna pay off? This is what we've been working towards. So I transferred home and I transferred to University, which was another place that had accepted me out of high school. And I remember then discussing with my parents because I couldn't get the Pell Grant going to a private school. And I remember, we were faced with this decision, should we take out student loans or should we not? I was of the mind and heart to drop out at the time. I just felt like I kind of didn't really know where it was taking me, but it was the same rhetoric or same ethic that my parents were pushing, like, no, we worked really, really hard, and I felt like I wanted to respect my parents because of how hard they worked. So I stayed in school, and every year I would go to the financial aid office and take out these loans because I needed to stay in school. And then one time my junior year, I started to look at how much money I was accruing and starting to also reap some of the benefits of education and started to recognize that I wanted to do community work, recognize that I wanted to be an artist. And I was like, I don't know where the artist jobs are at that are going to pay me to pay these loans back. But again, it was, my family really, really believed in this. You graduate from college, we're going to be in a different position, different doors, new opportunities will open up. So I graduated from Hamlin in 2008 with my family present. It was a really great day. Like, it was something that my parents really dreamed about, was to be able to have someone in our family graduate from college. So I have the photos, I have all the memories. And then that summer, I was looking for a job, couldn't find full-time work, and ended up working in the after-school program, which was great because I realized that I was really passionate. I had been working in the after-school program, got a chance to do that outside of school, and that's when I think kind of my story comes to a close, or this number really comes up. I brought this statement from Sallie Mae. My student loans were sold to Sallie Mae through a couple different hands after I got them to school. So there's 2 numbers on here to pay attention to. This one is kind of ill. It says $102,357, and that's just my private loans, which I didn't take out that much, but as they were exchanged. So that's a big number that I'm dealing with when it comes to my education. And then the other number that I actually think is more meaningful is this number up here, which is just my account number. So starting to, I've been thinking about lately as my story unfolds is how, what my parents expected and what we expected out of education was this empowerment and this new position in life. And what it's come down to is that now I'm number 9336666, whatever.